Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I have my first storing photo cards video. I'm super excited to get started with my EXO collection. I did decide to collect OT9 and I've been collecting cards for the last couple of months. So here we have the EXO group cards, and then we also have some solo cards that we'll be putting away today. And I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's just go ahead and get started. So in the front here, I just have a couple of freebies, and then this is from the Obsession album and a poster. And then here I have a Don't Fight the Feeling poster. I got BAEKHYUN in the back. And so what I decided to do, I know that most people, they start their collection with the first PCs and then move backwards or move forward. And I decided to start with the most recent albums first and then work my way back. And so that's why we start off with the Don't Fight the Feeling, which was my first EXO comeback, and also the newest one. And so that's why I decided to go ahead and put that in the front. And I didn't think I was going to collect PCs, but I started off with buying albums and I was just wanting to get a place of where to put my album cards. And with time, it just became a collection, and I really enjoy watching people's collections. So I thought, you know what? EXO's my ult, so if I'm gonna collect, might as well collect them. And I did decide that I wanted to do OT9 because I do love them all. And so that's what we're going to try to do. And so basically how I have this organized is what I have in the binder so far are my album pulls. And I wanted to kind of keep a record to know what I pulled and then what I bought. So what's in here is what I pulled from the albums that I got. And then I left spots open for the PCs that I do have that I'll be putting in. And then white sleeves for the ones that I don't have yet. And I did already go ahead and sleeve everything. So I'll go ahead and start with my Don't Fight the Feeling cards that I have here. So basically I started off with my bias line, which is BAEKHYUN, Kai, and Dio. So we have their expansion cards here, and then I think it's like photo book 1, photo book 2, and their expansion, and then the jewel case. And then we'll have Schumann, Chanyeol, and Sehun. Okay, so for the first page, they do have the Kai coming in the mail. So I did buy have Kai's AR clip card. And we have the O's expansion version. And his clip card. So I'm still missing photo book 1 and photo book 2 pretty much for everyone. And Bacon, I actually pulled his both photo books, the expansion, and only missing his jewel case stuff. And then for DO, I actually bought 2. I pulled this DO in my first one, and then I bought a second jewel case, then pulled that one, and ended up getting the same DO. Okay, so here we're gonna have Xiumin, Chanyeol, and Sehun. I just put them by age order. You have Xiumin's photo book. In his expansion version. In his AR. And then I do think that I have the AR, the photo card that goes here. I have it on the way. And then for Sehun, I do have the AR. So now for the AR, I do have all of them except Bacon's now. And then this is the expansion version. And I actually do have, let me check, I can't remember this one's photo book 1 or photo book 2. Okay, so this is photo book 1, which would go here. So right now for Don't Fight the Feeling, got the ID card, photo book 1 and photo book 2, and the ID for BAEKHYUN. I do have Kai on the way, and I still need to get the O's. And then for the expansion and the clip cards for the jewel case, I do have the O's. And I still need to get both the BAEKHYUNs and one of Kai's. I still need to get their ID cards, photo book 2, all of Chanyeol's, photo book 2, and the ID for Sehun. And actually, this is okay, so that one is that card. So I think that I have this on the way. Okay, so that should be on the way, I do believe. I'll have to check later. Okay, so that was for Don't Fight the Feeling, and then I did put one of the sticker sheets. It actually came out of my album, so I decided to just go ahead and stick it in here. And then these are the postcards that I pulled. I'm not sure if I'm gonna collect all of them. I might just collect some of them. And then when I put Lay disappear. This is from like the jewel case version. So I just put the little photo book that came in it. I just decided to put it in here. Okay, so next we got Obsession, which I really have like nothing for Obsession. So what I did with Obsession was the same thing as for Don't Fight the Feeling, since they had 6 cards. So we're gonna have the XOXO, so it's gonna be BAEKHYUN, Kai, and Suho. And so this is the one I pulled for XOXO, which is gonna be on this page. And then I pulled Chen for my EXO Obsession album. And so those will be Chen, Chanyeol, and Sehun. And which I do have one of the Obsession for Chen on the way, or 2 for him on the way actually. And then here is for Love Shot. So for Love Shot, I do have Kai's for Love Shot. And I do have his set for it. And then I do have Chen on the way, which I hope is on the way. It might have gotten lost, but I'm still hoping that I will get it. And I didn't buy the Love Shot album yet. We're still buying albums, but I'm almost complete with all my EXO albums, but I still have some left. But I haven't bought Love Shot, so that's why I didn't have any cards yet for them. And then we move on to Don't Mess Up My Tempo. So I just have the poster that I got for Don't Mess Up My Tempo. And then for Don't Mess Up My Tempo, for right now, what I decided, since there's 4 versions, that I'm gonna collect for 3 members for the first 3 versions, and then collect the OT9 version with Lei, which I actually pulled Lei's. And I have Chen on the way. And so I do have, so for these where there's 8 or 9 members, I did decide to put my bias line on top. Okay, so we got BAEKHYUN, Kai, and DO for this version. And then for, I have this version, which I do have BAEKHYUN, and then for this version, I have Kai's. So for these, the first 3 versions, the Andante, Moderato, and Allegro, I do have all of Kai's set. And I'm just missing 1 BAEKHYUN and the 2 DOs. So for this version, again, I decided to do just BAEKHYUN, Kai, and DOs, and then collect OT9 for this set, which, again, I have Chen on the way. And then I do also have the postcards for this version. And I think I didn't say, but what I was trying to say before and I forgot, I think, it's that I'm gonna have so bias line on top, BAEKHYUN KaiDO, and then I'm gonna have Suho here, and then I want to keep Lei in the middle for when it's my OT8 sets, and then it's gonna be Xiumin, Chen, Chanyu, and Sehun. Okay, so now to put the cards, I do have the Doma Semi-Tempo domestic version ones. So I think I'm gonna double up on these. So it's gonna be then we'll put Xiumin, Chen, and then Chanyu and Sehun in the back here. Okay, so I think that looks good. And then since I did buy the international version of the Doma Semi-Tempo, I do have Sehun's that I pulled. I'm not sure if I'm gonna collect all of those or not. I haven't decided yet, but we might do that or maybe not. And then I do have my universe postcard. And then we get into universe here. And I do know that there's two versions of them. And I'm not sure if I'm going to collect both sets or just have one set. I'm still deciding on it because I don't know if I want to spend that much on Dio's forehead card, but I do have his other version for now. So for now, how it stands, it will be just one. I'll focus on getting one of each, one of the two cards, and then later on decide if I'll go ahead and do two. Because this is the one that came with my album that I got, but I do want his teddy bear one, so I don't know yet. Okay, so then we get into power, which are some of my favorites. And so for power, I do have Kai's. One of Kai's versions. And then I also have one of Dio's. And then for this one, I am collecting both versions. This is one of my favorite era. I do really love it so much. Okay, and then it's Coco Bop, which I have Chen's on the way for this one. And then I do have Kai's other one. So I do have his full Coco Bop set. And the reason why most of the cards that I'm going to have is going to be BAEKHYUN, Kai, and Dio's. The reason being that I have seen so many videos of people advising when you get started to start just with like one group or just one person, your bias. And so that's what I had thought of doing. And then I decided I really wanted to do OT9. But I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So that's why I started looking more for their cards first. And the fact that BAEKHYUN and Kai have so many cards because of all the units, and with Super M, there's solos, and I feel like they have some of the numbers with the most cards. So that's why I kind of wanted to start with them too. So next we have the Winter album, which I have this one for DO. This one has 2 versions as well. And I don't have this album yet, so that's why I haven't pulled any from my albums. And so next, here we go. So those are the 2 sets for the Winter album. And then this is for Lotto. So I'm gonna have the Korean version here, which I actually don't have any card for. And then the Chinese version is the one that I got, and I did pull Suho for this one. And then we have a Monster and Lucky One. I don't have the Monster version, so I don't have any of their cards yet. And for Lucky One, I did pull Lei. Which actually I actually do have. I believe this is the Monster version for DO. And so again, this is Lucky One. Okay, so now we have the Sing For You Winter album, which I do have BAEKHYUN and the O's. And the Winter albums are some of my like EXO favorite. Okay, so now we have the Love Me Right, the free package. And again, I'm going to have the Korean version and the Chinese version. So the Korean version, I did pull Sehun. And I have Dio's. And for the Chinese version, I have this Kai. And I'm trying to find his other. I've seen his Korean version for this one, but his enchantments are very expensive. So I'm still waiting. And with these collections, I'm not in any hurry. I don't have any rush to finish because there isn't going to be an EXO comeback anytime soon. So I feel like I have time to work on it. Okay. So now we have the Exodus. This is the Korean version for Kai. And I don't have the Exodus albums. But this was one of like from Mercari Japan. I bought a set that came with them. And then this is his Chinese version. And then here's Chen's version. And what I had thought was like working on like these three first, and then I thought, well, my next three, like work in groups of threes. And what I hope to do, since, well, Schumann's back, and for Chen and Suho, they'll be coming back soon. Suho has less than 100 days to come back. I definitely want to get their solo stuff done before they come back. And so here's for Overdose. I did put BAEKHYUN. And I have BAEKHYUN. And the O. And then for these, I know there's two versions, A and B. I decided to only collect A, the ones where they're in their like suits. This is like my favorite one, and so I do have a couple for these. So I do have BAEKHYUNs. I might go back later and collect the other set, but the reason why I wanted this one, well, it's my favorite, and then also the other set, I just don't like when the cards, like some of them are horizontal and some are vertical. I don't know why, but I like want all of them to be like all of them horizontal or all of them vertical. Which is why also I was like debating about the Japanese cards as well. Okay. So this is what we have for this one so far. And then for these ID cards, are called ID cards? That's what I've been calling. So I do have BAEKHYUN. So I think I really made progress with like their old stuff. And the hardest one for me so far has been Obsession. I just really don't see those cards, and if I do see them, they're pretty expensive. And I do have Chen's also, and I pulled Delay. Okay, and then we reached Mama. Okay, so for Mama, I do have a couple. Do have BAEKHYUNs. And I do have Chen's as well. And I did end up getting some of Chen's cards because they've been pretty inexpensive. And so I just buy them together with other ones. But it does look nice to see a whole row complete. Okay, and I had said I was not going to collect Mama A, and I'm still don't know if I'm going to collect Mama A, but I did find Kai's Mama A card. So I'm not 100% sure yet. Because they are more on the expensive side, I might only collect BAEKHYUN, Kai's, and DOs. But depending, we'll see. It's not a priority. But yeah, and then back here I just keep my extra pulls. Which I've pulled I have like 3 of these Kai ones that I have pulled. But yeah, these are the EXO cards that I have for full group stuff. I've actually done pretty good progress in Don't Fight the Feeling, I think. But yeah, so that was all for the complete group, and I do have, for CBX, I actually pulled BAEKHYUN's, and I decided to collect just one of the 3 units, or one of the 3 different cards that they have. There was 9 in total. And I decided to just go with the one that they're all wearing glasses in. I don't know, I thought these were my favorite. I thought it would look good. And yeah, so I really like that. So for this order, I did CBX. And then for Blooming Days, I know there's 12, and I might only get 6 of the cards just to fill out this page. Again, I do have a Chen on the way. I hope it's on the way and it not lost. For SC, this is what I pulled from one of my versions, and I still haven't got the other album yet. Then I just keep this in here. Okay, so I guess now we can move on to solos. Okay, so for Chen right now, I have this one. Again, I hope on the way. And I put his big inclusions here. Right now I have the big inclusions together with their stuff. I'm not sure if that might change later on. Because when I was setting this up, this binder's already getting full, so there's not much more that's gonna fit. And so here we have Suho's, which I know there was more than 9 cards, but I decided to just do one whole page. Okay, so for Suho, I got so these are the ones that I pulled from my archive too. And so I believe that it's gonna be, okay, so I did already have them in order. So I do have that on the way. It's gonna be, and then okay. So I think I just picked my favorite cards for this. Okay, so Suho's page is almost complete, which I'm really happy about. Once I get these 2 cards, hopefully then we'll be able to complete this page before he comes back. So the ones I got, it's one more of this kind and then one of the special cards. And so I really like how this page looks. And then I have his postcard inclusions in here. And then I just put Chen's in here and then his here. And then okay, this section is for Kai. And I have actually 3 for Kai. And they're all the X version. And for Kai, I was thinking of doing the same thing of only collecting like 9 cards for him. Just so I was gonna pick my 9 since he has 17 cards. But I do like all of his cards. Like all his photo cards are great. So I was like, I just have to get them all. And he's one of my biases, so I thought, you know what? And actually this is my favorite like EXO solo album. It's the first Kai's debut album is really special to me. It was like my beginning of being an EXO. So I can't wait to get more of those. And then I do have another one of this that came with a set. So I had thought of just putting that in here. And then we get to DO. Oh, actually, I have, before we get to DO, with the albums that I got, it did come with stickers. So I'm going to put it in these 3 pocket. I'm not sure how many there are in total, and it might be better to put them in a 4 pocket, but for now, I think for now it's okay to be in here. Okay, so now we get to Do's album, and Do had these like posters that came in the digipacks, and I was able to get all 4 of them, so I just have all of them here. And then here's the O's cards. So I was actually almost done. I only pulled about 2 of each of his digipacks. Actually 2 of each version. So 2 digipacks, 2 of the photo books. And I did get 1 dupe, which is my favorite card, but I did buy on Mercari the 1 card I was missing. So we do have a full DO set, and then I might just get some of like his pre-order benefits and put them in here. Okay, so now we get into BAEKHYUN section, which I do have quite a bit to put up for BAEKHYUN. So first here is City Lights. And I do hope to get his keynotes. For keynotes, I said I wasn't gonna do keynotes, but then I did for delights. I guess we are doing keynotes, but I'm only doing keynotes for BAEKHYUN. I'm glad Kai didn't do them. Dio doesn't have them. And not even gonna talk about the obsession keynotes. So then here will be the section for his City Lights keynotes. And then I just went ahead and put his posters that I got with the albums in here. Okay, so these are, I bought a set of his 3 keynotes together. And then these are the ones that I pulled from my albums. And so I do have 2 cards, and I think I wanted, okay. So I'm gonna put the mint version here. And then I believe this is cinnamon. Chemistry. It's chemistry. Okay. And so then I'm just missing 2 more cards that I'm gonna get. I decided just to keep it as a 9-page, and then that I was gonna be okay with that. Okay, and then like the backs kind of will match. And then these were the inclusions, the postcard with stickers. I just kept the 2 that I got. And I was gonna collect them all, but then I decided that it's fine. And then I have one of these. I might get another one just to make it 2. And then here we get into Bambi. So I did just keep all his posters. These posters, I have them in here for now, but then I might move them later on because of space. For Bambi, also, I decided to not get all of them, and then I was going to be okay with that. Okay, so for Bambi, I decided I was going to kind of keep like 3 concepts. I bought the 2 photo books and 1 jewel case. And so I do have this one for this concept. And then these are the clip cards. I do have this one. So then we're only going to be missing one of the other concept cards. And that's okay with me. And then here is the postcard that I pulled. I pulled the same bigger inclusions for my 2 albums, and I just kept that. Might get another postcard. And okay, so this is for his Japanese album. So I do have these 3. So I actually wasn't going to collect the Japanese albums, but I found these on Mercari Japan, and they weren't as bad as I thought it would be, so I decided to get them. And they're really cute cards. Okay, and then I do have this. It was like one of those pre-order benefits. That's like in its sleeve and everything, so I just left it in, and I'll just put it in down here for now. So I know there's 6 cards, and then I might just get like 3 of his pre-order benefits and put them down here to complete the page. And okay, and then back here, I just got all the power inclusions and put them back here because I just think just all those things are really cool to have, and instead of having them sit in the box, I thought that I really wanted to keep them in here. So I do have all of these. And then all of their individual stuff too. Okay, so this is going to be the binder for the EXO album stuff. Because I didn't decide that I wanted also to get some non-album stuff, but I didn't realize I would probably need a bigger binder. And EXO has been here for a long time, and so there's a lot, and with their solos and everything. Okay, so that was all for today. We do have a long way to go, but there's no rush, and I'm really excited to be working on this collection and kind of showing you guys the progress. I do have more cards on the way, so we will be having another putting away photo cards video soon. So I hope you guys like this and stay tuned for more videos. I do have another Mercari Japan buy haul coming in. And then we also have other albums that with photo cards to put away for other groups as well. So hope you like this video, and I'll see you at the next one.